Hello my dear friends, welcome back. In this lecture, I am going to teach you about plot command. Plot command is a built-in function in MATLAB. MATLAB has many built-in functions like size command, length command, pie command, help command, plot command, or etc. These all commands or built-in function differ in one way. It is a number of arguments. Like an example, a pie command as an an argument. Just type pi, hit enter, and it's going to generate a value of pi 3.14. While size command needs an argument. So let's first create one matrix, or you can say vector or array, whatever you like. Size and now plot command also need an arguments. So how size command and plot command are differ? The difference between size and plot command is that the plot command is a polymorphic function, and the polymorphic function means you can give any number of inputs, or you can say arguments like 1, 2, or n number of inputs. While in size command you can give only fixed number of inputs, or you can say arguments, and which is 1 only. If you give more than one input or argument or null argument, it is going to generate an error that I will show you. First go with null. So you can see syntax error. Now let's give more than one arguments. First create one more matrix and again an error. Now let's come back to plot command. In plot command I am going to show you how to use plot command and other commands which are related to plot commands. So let's begin. Before that, let's clear all this. Okay, I will first create a variable name a from 1 to 10 and square it. Now plot it. Plot command will plot the graph of any given variable like this. On y-axis, plot command show the value of variable a, and on x-axis it shows the value of columns of variable a. Let's see. At first column value is 1, so it's just above 0. At column 2 it is 4, so between 10 and 1, sorry, 10 and 0. At 3 it is 9, so just below 10. And if you want to see it is near to 10 or not, use grid command. Grid and on. Now you can see it is just below 10. After that 16 between 20 and 10, 25 between 30 and 20, and so on. And if you want to remove the grid, type grid off and grid is gone. And let's put inside. Now let's create one more variable and let's make it short so you can see all figures. Okay, let's create one more variable. And square it and plot it, but I want to plot in another graph or another figure. I don't want to remove this graph because I want to compare both graphs. So what can I do? Use figure command. Figure and name it 2 because I already used one for this graph. Figure 2. It's going to generate a figure 2 which is blank now, and we are going to plot a graph of variable b. Okay, its values begin with 25, so it began with 25 and end with 25 also. So this axis is representing only the column numbers. What if I want to represent some another variable? So what you are going to do? So let's do it. I told you plot is a polymorphic function, so you can use two variables, right? So create one more variable and say up to where did I go? 24. If I'm not, sorry, I got it wrong. Oops, still wrong. Okay, now I'm right. Let's plot it. See. And the formula of plot command is first x-axis and second is y-axis. So C is representing x-axis and B is representing y-axis. And it just replace the figure too because I doesn't use figure command. And here, let's use grid command. Grid on. Now let's clear first all this. Now I'm thinking, what if I want to create two graphs in just one figure? I also can do that. Before that, create one more figure, name it 3. Just put it aside and create few more variables, or you can say matrix. What did I create? Let us say x1, y1 is equal to, let's say cos x1, and same way create the variable x2. But remember one thing, while using plot command, dimension of both variables should have to be same. If you go wrong, then it's going to generate a syntax error. And go up to pi. Sine and y2. Oops. Okay. Let's use plot command x1, y1, x2 and y2, and here you go. It shows two graphs in just one figure. And if my MATLAB is showing by blue color and green color, if your version is new version, then maybe it will showing by using blue color and orange color. So different version of MATLAB have different default colors. But now what if I want to choose the color of MATLAB? Let's say I want to make this line magenta and this line is yellow. So you can make it, go it here and say magenta. So M represent magenta, and for this I am going to use yellow color, so Y represent yellow color. Sorry, I use wrong variable at wrong places. Okay, let's replace it. Say, here say Y. Next time be careful with all this. Now let's say I want to use dotted line. For that use colon operator, and I want to use dash line. Sorry, to use double dash. Okay, again I'm going wrong. Just leave it. But you can see here a magenta color is now shown by dash line and maybe you are not able to see yellow color because it is so light, so just I change for you. Let's make it darker, like a red. R stand for red. Now you're able to see this line become a dotted line. Now if you are thinking how to remember all this and not remember all this, just use help command, which I already teach you in one of my lectures, and say plot plot. Okay, what and here you go. As I use R for red, M for magenta, and Y for yellow. Here you have semicolon, colon for dotted line, double dash for dash, and you can these other operators are there. So let's use them. I'm going to use circle, and let's say diamond. Okay. Let's say I can circle, and here I'm going to use diamond. So this way you can try many other things in plot commands. Now I will teach you on hold command. So before that, let's create one more figure. Figure number 4. Make it small, resize it so you can see it. Okay. Now I'm using plot command. Now in this command I'm just using x1 and y1 only. Now if I want to plot x2 y2 on this graph without removing this graph, for that use hold on command. Hold on. Now type y2 and x2. There you go. But it doesn't choose different colors, so you have to choose by yourself. Let's say red. Oops, my bad, I forgot brackets, sorry, commas. Now so these both graphs are just similar. Now let's give a title to the graph. For that use title command. Sine and cosine. Did I do something wrong? Oh, I mistaken spelling. Okay. Sine and cosine graph. You can also label x-axis and y-axis by using x label and y label. Let me, I will show you. X label. I think x-axis is what I use. I doesn't remember. Just type it x-axis. And for y-axis, type y-axis. You can give anything, whatever you want to label, axis and y-axis. Now if I want to show what this line is representing and this line is representing, for that use legend command. If you want to, then you can make a notes of all this command, or you can just use help command whenever you want. Legend, oh sorry, forgot. Okay, here you go. Now if you want to put this rectangle box out of this graph, you can also do that. Check by yourself, use help command and see how to do that. Now let's move on. I'm going to show you now subplot command. You use figure command to figure all this command, but what if you can plot all this graph in just one figure? You can do the same thing by using subplot. So let's first remove all these figures. first clear only screen, not variable, because I'm going to use this variable again. First subplot. Now 2 to 1, 2 and 2 represent number of rows and columns, so it indirectly represent how many graph I am going to plot in one figure. So 2 plus 2 is 4, so I'm going to plot 4 graphs in one figure, and 1 represent first graph. Hit enter, it is showing one graph. Just forget it and use plot command and just plot x1 and y1 only. Now see if no one, you can see that. Now plot x2 y2. Before that you have to select second element. If you don't, then it's going to replace first plot. Now plot x2 and y2. Here you go. Now subplot say 3. Now I'm going to plot both of them, x1 and y1, x2 and y2, like this. MATLAB can plot many other type of graph like pie graph, histograph, bar graph, staircase graph, and I will show you few of them. Let's say first we go to bar graph. Type bar, use any one variable, just like plot command. I can use x1 only. Here you go. Now if I want to create a pie graph, so for that it is a command pie, and before that I just resize it, pie, same variable I'm going to use x1. Oops, I just forgot to use figure command. Don't worry, I use figure 2 and plot bar graph again. In this paragraph I don't like it because I always prefer 3D and this is 2D. You also can do that by using pi 3. Before that, create one more figure and put it on the side. Pi 3, and here you go. And there are lots more graph, and you doesn't need to remember all this graph. You can use help command or second option, which I always prefer for graphs. Go to plots, choose any one variable. As you choose, this all graph are going to highlight it like this. Now hit this arrow button or click this arrow button, and we'll show you all the types of graph which MATLAB possesses, and it also show you a command which is used to draw it. And also when you put a cursor on this graph, it also tell you how to use it. And if you want more help, just click more help. It will tell you everything: descriptions, syntax, examples, or sometimes some notes also. And you can also plot by just clicking on it. There's no need to use any command like this. Type histograph, and better about this thing is that nothing. Okay, my bad. Okay, I just remove the graph. You always don't forget to use figure command. If you forget to use figure command, then it's going to replace it, which I did here. Now let's use another graph, bar graph, like this. So here we end our session. Okay, just I forgot main thing, main command, axis. What if I want to change the axis? These axes are chosen by MATLAB. I want to choose by myself. Type axis, first let's start with let's say -5 and with 15. Start with say 3, sorry, -3 and with 5. Now first variable represent lower limit of x-axis, second variable represent maximum limit of x-axis, lower limit of y-axis, and maximum limit of y-axis. And here you go. Okay, I did wrong. Oh, I forgot. You have to use a square bracket on the parentheses because it's always take matrix, not of variables or not inputs. Okay, where did I going wrong? Maybe my spelling is wrong. Oh, I think it's so. It's not E. It's not E. Here you go. So in this lecture we learn a plot command. We show all other type of graph. We learn how to manipulate a graph, how to change a graph, colors, its size, draw in another figure, draw a graph in same figure by using subplot command or by using hold on command. So here we end our session. See you next lecture. Goodbye.